Last year, I asked myself, who I am. Literally, who I really am. And throughout that time, I just noticed that some friendships or relationship just don't fit anymore. Like a favorite shirt that's now too tight or too loose. And this is the essence of growth. We're constantly evolving, and as we do, we often outgrow both ourselves and others around us. Hi guys, my name is Ace and welcome back to my channel. And today, let's talk about why we outgrow ourselves and other people because this is so a beautiful topic. You know what? First things first, why do we outgrow ourselves? It's simple. It's because we are constantly meeting the higher version of who we are meant to be. Growth is a beautiful and sometimes it is uncomfortable, but we can't do anything about that because it is just what it is. And I do believe that by that, we gain new perspective, we develop ourselves, we gain new goals, and remember that, 5 years from now, you are not the person you are now today. And it just simply means that you are evolving. Think of it this way. Every step forward you take in life, every challenges you face, and every lessons you learn is a step closer to your highest self. Those breakups, those failed subjects and disappointments are steps toward your highest version, and it's like you are peeling back layers where you are shedding your old skin and becoming someone who aligns more closely with your true essence. Sometimes that means, leaving behind parts of yourself that no longer serve you. This looks like leaving the old habits, old environment, and old mindset. Now let's talk about outgrowing other people. This can be one of the hardest aspects of life, as a part of growth because to be honest, I've been in that situation, especially in friendships. It's not that the people in your life are bad or wrong. It's just that your values and morals may not align anymore. And as you grow, your priorities shift and it changes. And sometimes that means certain relationship no longer fits in your life. And maybe you've noticed that the conversation with your friend become more draining than uplifting. That things you once had in common don't resonate anymore. It's not about judging or blaming, but you know what? For me, it's about recognizing that you are on a different path. And remember that it is okay. It's really okay, and you are not a bad person by doing that, by living, by growing, and by letting go. I want to share this because I found myself in a friendship, and I really love these people, to be honest, as in. But we had been close for years. And, as we grow, as we change, I realized that our values and priorities in life no longer match or no longer aligned. And it was a painful realization for me. And I felt so guilty for wanting to distance myself. But over time, I understood that holding on to that relationship was keeping me from fully embracing my growth. So I made the difficult decision to step back. And it was painful, but it has been one of the most fulfilling decisions I've ever made in my life. And because it opened up a lot of spaces for new friendships, for new people that were more aligned with who I was becoming. You know what, babes? We need to accept that it is normal. As in, it is normal. Growth is a natural part of our life, and outgrowing people is something we can't skip. It is something it's a part of the journey as we continue to build and meet our highest selves. And to be honest, I see it as a sign that we're evolving, and it's an important aspect for us to honor it. And we also need to forgive ourselves by that because it's easy to feel guilty or bad for moving on from a certain relationships. But it is important to remember that your growth doesn't diminish anyone else's worth. It is just means that your path are diverging. You are allowed to grow, you are allowed to change, and you are allowed to move forward without carrying the burden of guilt. And just don't feel guilty for choosing your own peace of mind. You know what? Just think of it in a movie, right? Like some characters are only included in the introduction and some of them are, included on the climax or the plot or even in the ending. And it is the same as life. If a relationship or friendship no longer serves you, It's okay to let go. We are all human beings, and it is meant for us to meet and let go of our different versions, of our different friendships, of our different relationship, and everything in aspects in our life is meant to change and it is meant to grow. Burn the bridges that are holding you back from becoming your best self. And always remember, babes, that it's not about being harsh or unkind, but it's about protecting your own energy and making space for the new people and experiences that will align where you are headed. And remember that, you know what, outgrowing people doesn't mean you have to cut them off completely or create a drama. No. But sometimes it's about shifting the criteria. It's about setting healthier boundaries or recognizing that the relationship has changed. And it's about being true to yourself and honoring your true journey on what you want. And as for outgrowing yourself, embrace it. Celebrate the new version of you, since it's a sign that you are moving closer to your highest potential. You are allowed to change your mind, to pivot, to leave behind those old habits, and to evolve into someone who is more aligned with your true purpose. And remember this, growth is not something to be feared, but to embrace actually. And outgrowing yourself and others is a natural. It is necessary part of life, and accepting it by forgiving yourself, by keep moving forward, because your journey is your own. And it's okay if it doesn't look like anyone else's. That's all for today, babes. And as you can see, I'm wearing yellow shirt right now, and it feels so positive. Positive. But, you know, if you found this discussion helpful, please share it with someone who might need it. Take care of yourselves as always, and keep shining your light. Mabuhay.